Welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore. I'll be your teacher, Teacher Zaria, and I'll be taking you through what? A Bible story. Kids, do you love Bible stories? Wow, that's amazing. If you really do love Bible stories, today I'll be so glad to share one with you today. Kids, before we continue, don't forget to follow us at GBS TV everywhere. And also, you can send us an SMS through the SMS line 21144. Kids, are you ready to listen to today's Bible story? That's so great. So, I hope you have your Bible, a notebook, and a pen. And also, I hope this time you have brought a friend with you. Did you invite a friend? That's so great. High five. Good job. So right now, I'm going to share with you a story from the book of Ruth. Have you ever heard of this book before? Yes. Not really? Anyway, the book of Ruth is found in the Old Testament, okay? And the story I'll be sharing with you today is the story about Naomi and Ruth, a story of friendship and faith. So kids, you listen keenly, okay? That's good. Are you ready? Are you ready? Wow, so if you're ready, just stay calm, keep your ears open, okay? And now, our story begins. A long time ago, in the land of Bethlehem, there lived a woman named Naomi with her husband Elimelech and also their 2 sons. But a year later, a great famine struck the land, and the food was not even enough for everyone, and people struggled for their living. So, to find a better life, Naomi and her family decided to go to another country named Moab. Are we together? Are you listening? Great. So, when they visited Moab, life seemed so good. And as they continued to live in Moab, their son grew, and also they got married to beautiful women, one named Orpah and another named Ruth. And their life was full of happiness. But one day, Naomi's husband passed away. What did I say was the name of the husband? Great! Elimelech. Elimelech passed away, leaving Naomi with so much sadness in her heart. But she had her 2 sons. So the 2 sons kept on taking care of their mother Naomi. But not so soon, the sons also died. Now Naomi had no hope. She was full of sadness. She was left all alone with only the 2 daughter-in-laws. Who are the 2 daughter-in-laws? Who can remember the name? Yes? Great job. Ruth and Orpah. They were the daughter-in-laws of Naomi. But as they continued with their life, Naomi never saw Moab as a place of hope. The husband died, the sons died. Now she was all left alone. Do you know what happened next? She said this into her heart. I miss Bethlehem. I think I should go back to my homeland. Now as this struck into her mind, she went and told her daughter-in-laws, hey, Orpah and Ruth, I'm planning to go back to my homeland, which is Bethlehem, because I've heard that there is no longer famine and that God has blessed my people in a very mighty way. Instead of staying here, let me go back to my homeland. So kid, will Orpah and Ruth go with her, or will they stay in Moab? The journey of love, loyalty, and faith begins. Would you like to listen to the other part? That's so great. Oh, you need to drink water. That's fine. Go get it. 1 minute. Boom. We continue, okay? So, she went and sat down with the two daughters again. Ruth, Orpah, it's now a high time for me to go back to my homeland. You, Ruth and Orpah, you'll stay here in Moab. You are still beautiful. So, you can get married and also you can continue living with your life once more happily, right? Yes, she was not selfish. She said, because this was done unto her, she went sat down with her two daughter-in-laws and convinced them to stay behind. For she said that the daughters had a better future. But kids, this is what happened. She continued and continued to insist. But Ruth and Orpah did not agree. But she still insisted. You can go back to your family. Go and live a happy life with your family. With me, there is no hope. I have left of nothing to give you. So, Orpah crying, she came and hugged Naomi so tight. And she said, goodbye, mother. I really had beautiful memories with you. So, Orpah said, bye-bye to Naomi. Now, we are left with one daughter-in-law. Who was she? Great! It was Ruth. So, Ruth now clung to Naomi. She insisted, go to your family. I don't have anything else to give you. I have no hope. I'm going back to Bethlehem. But the more she insisted, the more Ruth would cling unto her. And she spoke very beautiful and powerful words. And she said, Naomi, where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. And your people will be my people. Your God shall be my God. Hearing this, Naomi was super surprised. And she knew that she can do nothing to change the mind of Ruth. So they started their long journey to Bethlehem together. Pam, 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 pam. They went, days passed by. Kids, do you remember the words of Ruth? What did she say to Naomi? Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God shall be my God. Kids, have you ever heard of this song before? Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I stay. Where you move, I move. I will follow you. So, this song was elaborated from this story. They went, they moved, night passed, day, in the hot sun. They endured until they came to Bethlehem. Can you imagine what happened in Bethlehem? When they reached in Bethlehem, Naomi was full of surprise. God has really blessed my people in a mighty way. Indeed, this is where I belong. And when people saw Naomi, they rejoiced. Ah, Naomi, you are back. But she had sorrow, sadness. And why was she like that? Because her husband and her 2 sons had died back in the land of Moab. So, do you know what happened next? People rejoiced when Naomi came back. But because she was so sorrowful, Ruth was the only one who could take care of her at that moment. And at that time, when people had no hope in life, God has greatly blessed the land of Bethlehem with so much food. But because they had just returned, they had no food. So, during that time, people, when they had no food, they used to go to other people's farm and they gathered the remains of grains. So, one day Ruth said to Naomi, "Hey, mother, let me go and gather grain so that we can find something to eat." Of course, when you're hungry, you have to find something to eat. Really? Yes. So, Ruth went to this one farm and she started gathering the grains. She gathered and gathered and gathered. But the owner of the farm came and he asked the workers, "Who is this young woman?" But the workers said to the man, "Ah, are you talking about this young lady? Ah, this is the woman who came back with Naomi from the land of Moab. Her name is Ruth. She's so kind and she always takes care of her mother-in-law, Naomi." So, Boaz, the owner of the farm, was so moved by the words of the workers and he went to Ruth. "Hey, who are you?" "Ah, my name is Ruth. I'm coming from the land of Moab." So you are that young lady who came together with Naomi, right? Yes. So when Boaz was leaving the farm, he said to his workers, "Hey, make sure that you leave some grains behind so that she can collect." But Naomi was surprised and she said, "Why are you being so kind to a foreigner like me?" And he said, "Young lady, just do what brought you here. You came to collect the grains, right? Continue collecting the grains." So Boaz was so kind to Ruth. And as soon as Ruth reached home, she went and shared her encounter with Boaz to Naomi. And she said, "Hey, mother, I know you are surprised why I came back with a very large bundle of grain. It's because the owner of the farm, who is named Boaz, came to me. We talked. He's so kind. Imagine, he did not chase me away. Instead, he asked the workers to leave some more grains for me. Isn't this great?" Naomi marveled and he said, "Boaz is one of our family's protectors. May God bless him so much." So even because Boaz was related to the late husband of Naomi, who was he? Yes, Elimelech. Boaz was related to Elimelech. That's why he would always treat her nicely. So Naomi came up with a plan. Do you want to know about the plan? Great. Note it down. Now, Naomi said to herself, Boaz has been good to Ruth. I think he can really make a good husband to Ruth. He will take care of my daughter-in-law. So he came up with a plan. And he said to Ruth, "Ruth, today Boaz will be at the threshing floor separating grains. Go to him, and after he has eaten, lay at his feet. And this will be a sign of protection." But do you know what happened? Ruth went to him. She was so obedient to Naomi, right? Yes, she listened to whatever Naomi would tell her. So she went and she waited until Boaz ate, and she laid down at his feet. And when Boaz awoke, he was surprised. Who are you and what are you doing here? And she clung on to him and said, please take care of me. And Boaz, knowing that Ruth was a very kind lady, he agreed. But there was also a young man who had the right to take care of the family of Naomi. So Boaz had to follow the law. Which law? To first go and inquire for this man, if he will take care of Naomi's family. So he went to the man and asked the man, hey, will you please take care of Naomi and Ruth? But the man rejected. No, I cannot take care of them. So, joyfully and gladly, Boaz rejoiced and confessed, from now henceforth, I'm going to marry Ruth and take care of Naomi. So, they went and did a very grand wedding. And on the wedding day, he promised to take care of Naomi, right? Yes, he promised to take care of Naomi. They lived a happy marriage life. And one day, what about this one day? Do you want to know? I'm not going to tell you. Yes, let me tell you. On this one day, they were blessed with a bouncing baby boy. Who and who? Boaz and Ruth were blessed with a boy child, and they named him Obed, for he had brought a new hope to the family. And Naomi took him on her arms and hugged him so tightly. She was so happy that she had now a new hope in her life. The son named Obed was the grandfather to King David. And many years later, from the family of David, there was born the King of Kings. Who was he? Do you want to know? Oh, yes, the King of Kings is a man named J-E-S-U-S. Shout it out. Jesus. Yes, from the family of David, there was born a king named Jesus. So kids, because of Ruth's kindness, faithfulness, and love, she became a part of God's great plan. Which was the plan? The plan of sending his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to come and save us from our sins. So kids, just like Ruth, if we choose to be kind, to trust in God, and to never give up, God will always be there for us. Because no matter how the situation seems hard, God will always be there for his children. And if we cling to God, he is always there to protect us. Okay, kids? Because he will also use our life for something great, just as he used Ruth in the genealogy of Jesus Christ. That's the end of our story. So kids, before I leave, I have a question for you. What are the other lessons you've learned from the story of Naomi and Ruth? You can send your answer through the SMS line to 11144. And also, don't forget to follow us at GBS TV Africa everywhere. Kids, I hope you've learned, you've laughed, and you have explored. I was your teacher, Teacher Zaria. See you next time. Bye-bye.